In Arizona, they are considering a bill that would hit collective bargaining harder, in fact, much harder than even Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, they did not include cops and firemen in taking away their collective bargaining, as they took away collective bargaining for other public employees that work for the state. Well, in Arizona, don't worry, they're going to throw in cops and firemen too. And they're going to make it illegal for government bodies to collectively bargain with employee groups. Illegal, okay? And they're going to end the practice of automatic payroll deductions for union dues, and they're going to ban compensation of public employees for union work. That last part I actually agree with. But the other two are disastrous. Now, why are they disastrous? Think about it, right? Now, if you're an employee for wherever you are, whether it's private corporation or public worker, right? Post office, cops, whatever it might be. If you're a single firefighter and you go into your boss's office and you say, okay, I want a raise. How easy for them to say, okay, this guy's causing trouble, you're fired, get out of here. And they bring in somebody else. But if you all go in together and you say, hey, wait a minute, the conditions at this coal mine are disastrous. Some of our guys are dying or we're all getting sick. Either we're all going to work together or none of us are going to work. Well, then you have leverage. And that makes sense. That's the only way to even the battlefield. Otherwise, they can pay you lower and lower wages until you get to bare subsistence level where you could barely survive and you get sick and it doesn't matter. You got to keep doing it because the employer has all the advantages. That's why you need collective bargaining. That's why the top corporations in this country hate collective bargaining. They despise it because it actually levels the playing field just a tiny bit. So they're going around the country trying to destroy it. One of the groups that are pushing for this is the Goldwater Institute. And you're going to be shocked to find out that the Goldwater Institute gets funded by the Walton family, which runs Wal-Mart. Huh, weird. And look at this, also by the Charles Koch Foundation. And they also, of course, want unions to be weaker and weaker, and for the average guy and the average worker to have much less rights and much lower wages. So since they have strong majorities in Arizona in the legislature, and obviously they have a Republican governor, it is very likely to pass, unfortunately. Of course, they claim, oh, it's to save the state money. The problem with the deficit is that we're giving too much to these workers. Interesting. A state without collective bargaining, North Carolina, well, then they should be doing great, right? No, they're projected to have a 10% budget deficit. How about New York State, one of the most densely unionized states in the country, has collective bargaining? Their budget deficit is only 3.5%, 3 times less proportionally than North Carolina's. What happened? I thought collective bargaining was the main problem. Okay, you could say, hey, you know what, that's just anecdotal, that's just 2 states. Okay, well, let's go to overall numbers. Center for American Progress's Action Fund did a report where they showed with numbers that total state employee compensation, including wages and benefits, has not increased as a share of total state budget expenditures over the past 20 years. In fact, it has declined. Now, what does that mean? That means these guys talking about, oh my God, the budget is getting killed by all this money we're giving to public employees. Well, if that's true, as a percentage, that must be such a bigger part of the budget, right? No, it turns out in the last 20 years, it has actually gone down. It's a smaller part of the budget. The money you're paying public workers is not the problem. Of course, this isn't about that. This is about making sure that unions are weaker so that the Koch brothers and the Walton family can run all over them. And of course, shockingly enough, you're going to be, I know, stunned to find out that a lot of these guys are also donating to the Republican politicians pushing this legislation. Oh, I didn't see that coming.